solving one of these questions only. Please see the third one. Is it necessary to show the third question? That's why I am solving it. A is equal to 16, B is equal to minus 40, C is equal to 25. Use your quadratic formula. X is equal to minus B plus or minus square root of B square minus 4AC divided by 2A. Plus or minus under root 40 whole square is 1600, and this is also 1600 by 32. So it becomes like this now: 40 plus or minus 0 by 32. 0 has no relevance, no value, you can omit as well. But because we are solving a quadratic equation, we need two roots. One comes with a plus sign, other comes with a minus sign. Instead of 0, if you have got some other number, you will get two numbers. Two different numbers you will get. Now that you have got 0, we can't say we have found out one root only. We will say the roots are equal. 40 by 32 is 5 by 4. We will say the roots are real, of course real, but equal roots, because it is 5 by 4 and 5 by 4 again. Roots are real and equal. I will write here. Real, rational of course, and equal. Let us discuss something else about the nature of the roots now. Please see here. Minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a, and minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. You have seen some questions just now where we found the nature of the roots after solving the equation. Now please see here, you have seen nature of the roots depends upon this quantity. If it's a perfect square, you will get rational numbers. Like you have seen one or two questions earlier, if it's a perfect square, you will get rational numbers. If it is not a perfect square, you will get irrational numbers. If it is a negative quantity, you will get imaginary quantities, imaginary numbers. The roots will be imaginary if this becomes negative, as you have seen in one of the questions earlier. The roots will be rational if this becomes a perfect square. These roots will become irrational if this does not become a perfect square. See here, I am writing. If b square minus 4ac is a perfect square, then the roots will be real, rational, because perfect square will give you complete square root, radical sign will disappear. Is a perfect square, then the roots will be real, rational and distinct. You say distinct, you say different, you say unequal, all mean the same. If b square minus 4ac becomes a perfect square, if b square minus 4ac, see here, is a positive quantity but not a perfect square. If this becomes a positive quantity like 13, whose root you cannot find out, you will get irrational numbers. If b square minus 4ac is a positive quantity but not a perfect square, the roots will be, of course, real but irrational and different. This must be understood very, very clearly and carefully. If b square minus 4ac, I will write here number 1, b square minus 4ac is a negative quantity, the roots will be imaginary. And unequal, because one will come with plus sign and the other will come with minus sign. Lastly, you can think of, it may become a positive quantity or it may become a negative quantity or it may become 0, just like in the previous case. b square minus 4ac may become 0. I will write here, if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the roots will be real and equal. As you have seen in the preceding example, roots are real and equal because this part has become 0. Because this part has become 0, 40 by 32 or 5 by 4, whatever you call, it is real, rational and equal roots. So remember, in all the 4 cases, most important thing to be noted is the question of equal roots arises only when this becomes 0. Only when this becomes 0, this is to be remembered for many questions. Roots will be equal only when b square minus 4ac becomes 0. I will write here, thus, for equal roots, b square minus 4ac must be 0. This point, please remember, it will be used in solving several questions. Now you have understood the importance of b square minus 4ac. For the nature of the roots, importance of b square minus 4ac, when it's a perfect square, rational roots, when it's a positive but not a perfect square, irrational roots, when it is negative quantity, it is imaginary roots, when it is 0, it is equal roots, real roots, equal roots, whatever. Now, b square minus 4ac has thus become a very important quantity. So, we would like to name it. B square minus 4ac is called discriminant and usually denoted by delta, the Greek letter. So delta denotes hereafter b square minus 4ac. Wherever I need to write b square minus 4ac, I may write merely delta to mean discriminant. So if discriminant is perfect square, rational roots, if positive, not a perfect square, irrational roots, if discriminant is negative, roots are imaginary, if the discriminant is 0, roots are equal.